guys, I just watched UFC 298. Alexander Volkanovski got knocked out by Ilia Topuria. Ilia didn't just talk the talk, he actually walked the talk, and he looked great in that fight. He looked really good defensively early on. Like he was, blocking a few kicks. A lot of the kicks were getting through, like especially to the leg, but the body shots were getting through as well. The head kicks were getting blocked up by Ilia. Ilia always keeps his hands up. His kicking defense was pretty good. And, he was like trying to find his shots early on, but he was missing. And he had a lot of success with leg kicks as well. Because Volkanovski has that wide stance, as I talked about in the how Topuria beats Volkanovski video. And he also went to body shots, and he started doing that. And once he did that, and he had Volkanovski trapped, he just unleashed a haymaker on him. And I don't know if we can say that Volkanovski lost because he got knocked out by Islam 4 months ago. I feel like he wouldn't have taken that right hand regardless, because that was a crazy haymaker. I don't think many featherweights would have taken that either, but it's sad to see Volk go out like that. I hope he does not rush his comeback again. I hope he learns from this. Take your time, slow down. It's you're gonna get a title shot regardless. When you come back, it's okay if you take 6 or 7 months off, but take that time to recover. Back-to-back knockout losses is not good. But for the rest of the card, Paulo Costa versus Robert Whittaker was a great fight. To be honest, I thought that Robert Whittaker was just gonna have an easy time with Paulo Costa. He's improved a lot. I wasn't expecting him to come out like that. He had some great kicks. He had a pretty good jab. He was Costa's he actually showed some great improvements. If you look at his last fight versus Luke Rockhold, I feel like that version of Costa would have gone stopped by Whittaker, but he almost knocked out Whittaker with a spinning wheel kick at one point. But Whittaker, he stayed with his jab, found his range and timing. Then he found those leg kicks, and eventually he just was able to win the fight and outlast Costa and just outstrike him. And he didn't really grapple that much in this fight, but he didn't really need to. Although it was getting pretty close and pretty interesting, but great win for Whittaker. And man, Paulo Costa looked impressive in that fight. And then you had Jeff Neal versus Ian Gary. And Ian Gary fought how I thought he was going to fight. He has a great style to go up against someone like Jeff Neal. It wasn't too exciting, but it was still a good experience for a guy like Ian Gary, so young in his career, 26 years old. And him versus Kobe would be a great matchup next. I do think that he's going to beat Kobe Covington. But yeah, the UFC's got to book that. It's going to be a great build-up and a great fight too. And then you had Merab versus Henry Cejudo. And that was a good fight too. Merab looked like he was going to get knocked out early in the fight. He got rocked by a clean left hook by Cejudo. But he was able to stay tough, stay composed. He showed some good grappling. At one point, he picked up Cejudo and walked him around the cage Khamzat Chimaev style. It was crazy, but great win from Rob. He should definitely get a title shot next, man. But yeah, I just can't get that picture of Volk getting knocked out of my head.